Imagine you're a K-pop idol. You are on top of the world. You've got fame, money, talent, and the admiration of hundreds and thousands of fans who would do anything just to see you perform. But then, out of nowhere, a social media post pops up. It says you rode a motorcycle as a kid, which according to some perfect people is not okay. And because of that, your career is put on a hiatus, you lose $1 million deal with a brand, and your agency kicks you out. Yeah, it sounds extremely ridiculous, but as ridiculous as it sounds, something like this happened to the former member of GIDLE, CEO Soojin. Although the motorcycle thing is just one of the many accusations that led to her downfall, the main reason is something that makes you wonder, are there really many perfect people on this planet? And I promise that you won't believe it. Keep watching The Dark Truth Why Soojin Left GIDLE. Is Soojin a bad girl? The controversy about Soojin's inappropriate actions started in February 2021. Whispers began swirling that she was a bully back in her student days. This whisper came from someone who we'll call A for clarity, who claimed to be the older sibling of someone who was bullied by Soojin. A shared a story saying Soojin called my younger sister and her friend to the bathroom and made them slap each other in the face and sent out a group text that said, "From now on, ooh, my sister is an outcast." Then A continued, "My little sister went to WOW Middle School and was born in 1998. She lived in Hwaseong, Gyeonggi Province. I'm planning to carefully write out and post about the details on an online forum later. I feel apologetic towards the other members besides the perpetrator, but I can no longer turn a blind eye to the painful time my sister experienced. The girl who slapped my sister, took her money and bullied her has become an idol and shamelessly shows her face on TV." Then there's another person who claims to be the sister of the victim. We'll call her B. B recounts a painful memory saying, "After Soojin took me to a bathroom in a shopping complex, she said, 'I'll hit her first,' and then suddenly slapped me in the face. Then she told my friend who came with me, 'Now it's your turn to hit her,' and made my friend hit me. My friend and I had to slap each other in the face." B continued explaining how Soojin would force her to drink unfinished beverages and then demand payment for them. B also talks about stolen uniforms, borrowed money that was never returned, and a general atmosphere of fear that Soojin created among her peers. After this post, more people began to share their stories, from accusations that she drew on a classmate's coat with a marker, told off another student in gym class, made a friend learn to dance for their graduation, smoked, drank too much alcohol, and the most disturbing of all, riding a motorcycle. Well, it is thought to be naughty and risky, especially for kids. But come on, I recently saw an 8-year-old riding a motorcycle. This is complete BS, and that's why I totally agree with what Fan is saying. Yes, riding a motorcycle makes you a baddie. But what added the most fuel to the fire was when the actress from the show High Kick Through the Roof, Soojin shared that back in high school, though she didn't drop any names, she became a victim of bullying. Then someone made her feel left out and said mean things about her when she wasn't around, backstabbing her. And again, she didn't drop any names, but people started putting the pieces together and thought it sounded a lot like Soojin was one she was talking about. Soojin had been in acting games since she was a kid, and she once said in an interview back in 2012 that she knew what it was like to be bullied because it happened to her in middle school. After hearing about someone else's story of being bullied by Soojin, Soojin posted a now deleted story on Instagram in February 2021 that simply said, "None of your excuse." But here's the part where everything got extremely serious. Soojin came out and said straight that she was bullied by Soojin when they were in school together. Soojin's agency, what I call useless, Cube Entertainment, you will know later why I said useless, keep watching. So Cube Entertainment jumped in with their side of the story saying, first, upon checking with Soojin herself about the post about GIDLE's Soojin that is being spread online, it was found that the creator of the comment is the older sister of Soojin's classmate from middle school. Cube Entertainment continued, it is true that the poster heard Soojin and her classmate arguing over the phone and had an argument with Soojin after taking over the call. However, we have confirmed that the poster's claim about school violence and such were not true at all. After this statement, Soojin personally explains her side. Through an app called YouCube, Soojin took a moment to share about her side with fans. Soojin said the stories floating around about her aren't true, saying, "From what I remember, I had a fight with the girl because she broke a promise. It wasn't her first time, so I remember getting mad at her for it. I didn't know that she was trying to push me away. I'm embarrassed about it, but I also remember cursing at her over the phone. The situation escalated when the accuser's older sister got involved after overhearing Soojin. The older sister heard me and she scolded me about it. I apologized and I hung up. Since then, the girl and I really drifted apart and never really made up." This falling out, according to Soojin, was just a disagreement that happened over the phone. Because of this, Cube Entertainment stands firm in saying the other accusations against her are not true. But then, the punch of this controversy started to hurt Soojin's career. Soojin's went on a hiatus. The story around Soojin and the allegations against her got even more heated. It reached a point where Soojin lost a deal with a brand called Para, who then went ahead and removed all her photos from their social media. So by March 2021, Soojin decided to step back and take a break, hoping to clear her name from all the controversy. In an effort to set the record straight, Soojin shared that the person who accused her first of bullying was diagnosed with TCP years later, long after their school days were over. There was even a moment when a school committee thought there might be something to the bullying claims and called her and her mom in for a chat. But after a long talk, it turned out Soojin is innocent. Furthermore, Soojin was very clear that she and actress Seo Shin-ai never even talked back in the day, saying, "I have never conversed with actor Seo Shin-ai during my school years. Before this whole thing, I didn't even know which class she was in. I never put cigarettes on her desk or stole her graduation letters. In fact, this is the first time I heard about such rumors. That goes to show how little I knew about the schoolmate Seo Shin-ai. I have never bullied her or cursed her out." She continued, "Every time I release a statement, actress Seo Shin-ai also posted something, making a lot of people believe that I have bullied her. My agency tried contacting hers, but there has never been a response. I have nothing to hide. So I hereby request actress Seo Shin-ai to make herself clear with an official statement on this issue." But despite Soojin's effort to clear her name, the controversy continued to grow, and Seo Shin-ai remained firm in her claims, leading to a storm of negative comments on her YouTube channel. Even though there was a lack of concrete proof and many came to Soojin's defense, the damage was already done. Soojin officially left GIDLE. In August 2021, Soojin announced her departure from GIDLE, and by March 2022, her journey with Cube Entertainment came to an end. The police had been looking into some serious bullying claims against her, and though they didn't find out clear-cut evidence, the controversy led Soojin to take a step back from the spotlight. The members of GIDLE have felt the weight of her departure deeply. The group's leader, Soojin, opened up about the tough times they faced without Soojin. She said, "It's true that we had a tumultuous journey, but I think we grew stronger from it," and continued, "The creative part of what we do is a big drive, but actually the five of us being together is our biggest drive." And talking about drive, Soojin's exit drives the fans disappointed. Fans are pointing fingers at Cube Entertainment for not managing the situation better. A whopping number of over 204,958 supporters have signed a petition titled "Justice for Soojin." Man, that's crazy. Furthermore, amidst all of this, some of Soojin's most passionate fans have directed their anger towards Seo Shin-ai, flooding her social media with messages blaming her for Soojin's departure from GIDLE. Legal court battle. On September 8, 2022, Soojin's lawyer, Choi Seung-hwan, shared some new information, which came after Soojin filed a criminal complaint against the person who first spread the rumors about her, saying Seo Soojin has never assaulted nor extorted money or goods from her classmates, and is thereby unable to acknowledge such allegations or offer apologies concerning these allegations. Choi said that in Soojin's middle school days, she was actually found not guilty of bullying by a school committee. Instead, it turns out Soojin was the one being bullied by older students. Despite this, the committee did give Soojin a warning over a separate incident where she was involved, but as a victim, not the one causing the trouble. Choi emphasized, apart from this incident, she was never subject to any disciplinary measure for school violence. Choi added, Seo Soojin filed criminal charges against her former classmate, seeking to put an end to the controversy through legal process. However, the police cleared the charges against the latter. The decision came after considering the classmate's side of the story and finding no evidence or fraud. Choi explained that due to the lack of concrete evidence and the only having conflicting statements, Soojin realized legal action wasn't going to clear things up. She decided not to push further on legal battle. The comeback. On October 25, 2023, she released a dance video titled Black Forest. Then, the following month, she released her EP called Agassi. So yeah, to come back from a 2-year and 8-month-long hiatus and debut solo in an industry where scandals and haters play a huge role, from an unknown company without any privilege, and with an extremely debut album that sold over 100,000 sales, Soojin was born to be an idol. Well, Soojin's story is just one of the many controversies in K-pop industry because K-pop itself is a big controversy, and you will know what I mean if you click this video right here.